Son of a glitch.
New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Guess who managed to get herself kidnapped yet again? I'll give you a clue, it's Peach. Which means we're gonna spend another game with Mario rescuing her once more. But that doesn't mean we're not gonna encounter some glitches along the way, so let's start things off in the very first world. I know, right? From the get-go? Yeah, I mean, that's what we're dealing with. This first glitch is actually pretty game-breaking. First of all, to do this glitch, you're going to need a trusted friend that can play along, and what they need to do is on the Wii remote, press A to turn into a bubble. Now all the other player needs to do is make it to the flagpole. Jump onto the flagpole, and the same frame that you touch it, press A, and you should turn into a bubble. And yes, it does have to be the same frame, otherwise this glitch won't work. It also means it's really difficult to pull off, so you may take a couple of tries. But if you do manage to pull this off, suddenly Mario and Luigi will both be in bubbles, and Mario will actually be invisible, and also the game is now soft-locked. The only thing you can do now is reset the console, so this is an interesting one. A similar glitch you can do involves waiting at the flagpole until the time is just about to run out. If you touch the flagpole on the same frame as the timer turns to 0, this will happen. The other player will naturally die, and then Mario will continue hugging the flagpole. Yeah, you get 100 points for that. Just keep on hugging it. And the other player will float onto the screen in a bubble, and because the game is now soft-locked, there's absolutely nothing you can do, and again, this is going to result in a reset. Again, this glitch serves absolutely no purpose, but it's interesting to know just how broken this flagpole is. There is another flagpole glitch in the game, but for now, let's move on to another glitch. For this glitch, we're gonna head to World 4-1. All you have to do is make your way to the checkpoint in this world, and then swim down to this wall. For some reason, you can actually swim inside this wall by going down below the screen and then swimming upwards. Now, because of the way collision works in this game, once you swim in, there's no way to get out. So that's a thing you can maybe do. However, there's something slightly more entertaining that you can do instead. By swimming under the screen but not going too far down that you die, this actually means you can continue swimming to the right. This becomes particularly funny when you swim under these big urchins who follow your movements. The look on their faces. Hey Fred, have you seen this guy? He's swimming under the stage.
He usually just swims over us.
I don't really care.
Unfortunately, you can only swim so far to the right as you're blocked by a pipe. I guess that's the fun over then. Speaking of going through walls, here's another going through walls glitch which also requires 2 players. You next need to find a situation where the ceiling is very low and just next to a pipe. Some good places to try this are World 3 Castle or World 5-4. Both of these stages have this exact situation right at the beginning. Now all you have to do is stand right next to the pipe and continuously pick each other up until one of you gets pushed inside the pipe. With one of you now inside the wall, if you duck and then jump continuously, you'll end up outside of the screen. If you're doing this in World 5-4, the only way out for the other player is to bubble and then be rescued, or for the other player to just go through the pipe, or alternatively, just quit the stage entirely. If you're doing this in World 3 Castle, you'll actually be able to move across the top of the screen just in this first room. Ultimately though, you're pretty limited with this glitch, but it's interesting to know that you can get inside the wall. Another glitch you can try is something that's kinda dumb, but it's a glitch, so what are you gonna do? Grab Yoshi and stand under a bunch of bricks or coin blocks like so. Now perform a crouch jump and then jump off Yoshi, and Mario will sometimes go through the blocks. That looks like a pretty tight squeeze, but like I said, it's a dumb glitch. While we still have Yoshi and we have these coin blocks, let's do something equally as dumb. Standing under some unbreakable coin blocks, if you jump up in the air and flutter with Yoshi until Mario bumps his head, if you jump off Yoshi at the right time and then land back on him, you can create another flutter in the air. There's definitely a rhythm to this, but if you can keep it going, you can infinitely flutter. Though really, this is so pointless, I don't even know why you'd want to do this. It's not as useful as the flutter in Super Mario Galaxy 2, so yeah. Just another really pointless glitch. This next glitch doesn't get any better, it's actually just as pointless as the last two. In World 1-6, you have these rolling hills, and if you run down them till Mario's just off screen, if you jump and then activate your propeller power-up, you can actually just boost right through the hills. Mario kind of teleports right through them from one frame to another, it's kind of weird. But hey, it's just a glitch. A pointless glitch. Okay, I got one more pointless glitch for you. In World 5-5, you can find these propeller blocks, and what you need to do is take it to this secret area just by the checkpoint. You then need to throw the propeller block so it lands on this POW block, and then quickly pick up the POW block block so the two are stacked on top of each other. Now simply don't move and then throw the power block and bam! Mario is sent through the ground to his death. Are there any more glitches where Mario just falls through things or goes through things? Just completely pointless glitches? No? Okay, let's move on to something a bit different. Well, kinda. Go to World 2-5, and in this stage you'll find Lakitu throwing down these Spiny shells. Using Yoshi, get him to eat the Spiny shells and then drop into one of these sand pits and then stand right next to the wall. Sink down into the sand just a tiny bit and then spit out the shell. The Spiny will now get stuck in the wall, but not only that, you'll also get to hear the true sound of pain. Yeah, that's not annoying at all. Keeping with the Spiny theme, let's head to World 6-2 with an ice power-up. You'll reach this point where a Spiny's hanging upside down on these breakable blocks, and what you need to do is simply just freeze that Spiny. Now while it's frozen, quickly break all the blocks and then just stand back and watch the show. When the Spiny finally thaws out, this will happen. Not only is he hanging upside down in midair, he's also terribly confused. He kinda just waddles back and forth on the spot, but something magical is happening. If we speed things up a bit, we can see that the Spiny is actually rising to the ceiling, and once he gets there, well, it's kind of, yeah, he does a thing. I imagine he's just as confused as we are because, you know, he just went through some things, and none of them were things he was supposed to be doing. I guess if we just run under him, he's back to normal. That Spiny isn't the only broken enemy in this game. Head to the World 7 map and then activate a star in the menu and then go into World 7-2. Right at the beginning, we'll find this Chain Chomp, and what we need to do is ground pound his post twice. Now kill the Chain Chomp and then drive his post all the way into the ground, and if you time this just right, the Chain Chomp will die and then come back to life and bounce all over the screen with his chain intact. It's almost like the Chain Chomp had another stab at life and he's thinking, I'm gonna change my ways. I'm gonna be a better Chain Chomp. Either that or he's just got better things to do. Here's a silly, fun little glitch to do with Yoshi. Head to World 4-5 and then find Yoshi. Now ride Yoshi all the way to near the end of the world where you'll find this piranha plant, and if you get hurt in just the right way, Yoshi will run towards the flagpole. Let him run just off screen and then follow Yoshi and you'll find him doing this. I mean, you know, that's one way of tackling the flagpole, Yoshi, but I don't think that's gonna work. If you head back to the left and get Yoshi completely off screen, then go back to the flagpole, you'll see that Yoshi is tackling it from yet another angle, but again, Yoshi, you're trying too hard. I feel that you're close, not quite there. Naturally, I decided I would try this if there were two players involved so we can get two Yoshis in the stage and do exactly the same things. So now, of course, there are two Yoshis trying to get the flagpole, not reaching it. They're trying so hard. I just got a feel for them, man. I mean, it's tough. It's tough out there being a Yoshi. I tell you what, you guys call me if you ever reach it. I'm done. I'm out. I'm gone. Now, if you think that's a little mean-spirited of Mario, then we can get our own back. With two players, we need to choose Coin Battle and head for the very first stage. All we need to do is make it to the flagpole and use the Koopa Troopers to get enough height to ground pound the flagpole. If you do this, the game will store that action, and when Mario lands on the ground from jumping off the flagpole, the game treats it as though Mario ground pounded the first blocks he lands on, and this will soft lock the game. This means Mario will run eternally towards the castle to finish the world, but he will never actually make it. That's what you get for poking fun at the Yoshis. Our final glitch is easily one of the most useful glitches in the game. This glitch takes place in the World 4 castle, and all you need is an ice power-up. Make your way through the world, and eventually you'll reach this area with a bunch of Koopa Troopers on a rotating fence. What you need to do is jump, freeze a Koopa Trooper, grab the fence, and then spin it, and that's it. The glitch is now in full effect. The frozen Koopa Trooper falls from the fence, and this causes the game to spawn infinite amounts of coins. However, these coins tend to lag the game so hard it's almost impossible to play. Now all you have to do is grab those coins, and this is going to make your lives go crazy, but not only that, your score can be maxed out. Now this was will still take a bit of time, but you can really rack up the lives and you can really boost your score to the max. So this glitch is easily the most useful glitch of the entire game. So there it is, a bunch of really useless glitches and one very useful glitch in New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Before we end this episode completely, I just want to talk about the Games Club podcast. I'm joined by Beta64 and Boundary Breaks She Says, and we talk about games that we've played during the week, and every Saturday we talk about our thoughts and feelings, and you guys can listen in on our brand new podcast on the Games Club podcast channel. So if you want to find out what my thoughts are on certain games I played in that week, go and subscribe to that channel now. And if you like this episode, why not check out the rest of the series featuring a ton of Mario games? You can click that playlist there for more glitchy goodness. You can follow the show on Twitter or any of the other social media to keep up to date on all things Son of a Glitch. And as always, a huge thanks to everybody who supports the show on Patreon. See ya!